I just want to say hello. Hope your day is doing great. I just want to drop by for just a moment and leave this word. You know, we're at this time that a lot of people is losing faith. They've got a lot of stuff that's going on, lost a lot of things, but we are in a time that we got to hope for the best. You know, we got to stay focused. Focus on the word. Focus on the positive. Because if you're focused on the negative, guess what? That's what you get. If you focus on the positive, guess what? That's what you're going to get. We got to realize that God is up to something or other. And so therefore we need to imagine God working. Because God is working. If we don't, we're always looking behind, looking at all the dead stuff in our life and say, you know, I can't see God. Well, you know what? God is working behind the scenes. God is doing a great work. Because Romans 8:28 says, therefore we know that all things work together for the good, which is called according to his purpose. So we got to imagine God doing great things in our life, because God wants great things to happen into our life. And then while we're waiting on God, we've got to be people that trust God. You know, David encouraged himself. And when David encouraged himself, what is he saying? He's saying, I trust my God. And so no matter what your situation is, you got to make a decision, no matter what it looks like. It might not look like anything's happening right this moment, but guess what? I trust my God. Decree out of your mouth. Decree and declare out of your household, of your job, of your everything in your life. No matter how it looks, talk back to the devil and say, I trust my God. And so what we need to do is just, you know, continue on. Wait on God. Hope for the best. You say, well, hope for the best. Yeah, because you see, if you focus, if you affirm yourself that, you know, you're a great person, that God's got great things for you and you're good, and yes, you're a working process, I'm a working process, but you're a good person, you're fearfully and wonderfully made. And then if you sit back and imagine things that God is doing in your life, and then trust God, and then through that process, hope for the best, well, guess what? You got the faith. And all we got to do, you and I, all we got to do is keep on keeping on. Keep on stepping. Keep on moving. Keep on trusting God. Keep on praising. Keep on worshiping God. Because God is doing something in our life. Take the time to imagine the great things that God is doing in your life. And the enemy comes in and he tries to get us to think negative. Well, if you think negative in your life, guess what? Negative's going to take place into your life. If you think positive, guess what? Positive things are going to take place in your life. So make a decision today to think positive with God. Think positive with God, because positive things are going to come. If you think negative, negative things are going to come. So therefore, hope for the best, because guess what? God is on your side. He's on my side. You know, we just got to talk back to the devil. Tell that ugly little thing, shut up and sit down. Speak back to the devil. You know, put him back in his place. Keep your mind on God. Keep your mind onto the word. Because you see, the battle is between our ears. The war is, this is war. The war is in our ears. But we've got to make our mind up to be focused. Think good of ourselves. Imagine great things that God's going to do in our life, because he's spoken some things of our life and it's going to come to pass. And then we just, no matter how it looks, trust God, because we are God's children. And then we just sit back and hope for the best, because you see, at the end, we've got a testimony. And we'll be praising God. Because we don't see God working. That's where we get that testimony come. That we say, I know that I know that I know God did this for me. Amen? So be encouraged today. Keep the faith. You know, storms do come. They do pass. It is hard. We cry our tears. But don't look behind at all the dead stuff. This just stays there. Because that's what it is. It's dead. It's time for us Christians to move on, move up. It's time to keep on stepping.